So, welcome everybody. Here we go again. We get to do this one more time anyway. Hopefully a lot more than that. This is the Arizona Live Music Cooperative. We're streaming to the world, which is great. So hello to everybody out on the Facebook stream. We got a great list tonight. I'm going to get us started. So... just because call you up. Don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not in love, no, no. It's because I like to see you. To me, and if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love, no, no. It's because hang your picture on a wall, hides a nasty stain that's lying there. And if you ask me, give it back. I know it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm not in love. It's because ooh, you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. Ooh, you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. I'm not in love. Don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not in love, no, no. It's because that's an old 10cc song called I'm Not in Love. Here's a Chicago song. When we're together laughing, wish I could sing it to you. Wish I could sing it to you. Oh, 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 Mostly I'm silent. Yeah, silent. Silent. When I kiss you, feel 1,000 different feelings, color change all over my body. And when I feel them, quickly try to decide, try to put into words, try to put into words. Mostly I'm silent. Yeah, silent. Silent. Only the beginning. Only the beginning, only the beginning, only just the start, only the beginning, only just the start. Robert Lamb wrote that song from Chicago. Hey, thanks guys, we are underway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Eric to the stage.
Thank you. Late night drives, hot French fries, friends around the country, Charlottesville, a good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing will never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone's what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Now I'm just waking up, I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open, I'm writing you this song. Ain't it funny how some people pop in to your head so easily? I haven't seen you in there for so long. I hope that life without a chaperone's what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world guess he's the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Thank you. You know, when I got here 4 weeks ago, I came in here and I was late because I thought it was 6 o'clock and it was like the 29th person I didn't get on. So I thought, that's fine, I'll come back. Then I had some issues at home. I had to fly back to Mankato, Minnesota and take care of some things. I came back last week and they had switched the time to 5 o'clock sign up. And I was here at 5:30 thinking I'm right on time, and I wasn't. So I didn't get to play last week. So this week I said, for sure I'm going to be there. And of course I forgot about daylight savings because back in Minnesota we always do it. And so I was here a little after 3. Doors weren't even open. I think, well, I finally figured out, yeah, that's daylight savings. So, yeah. Anyway, there's a lady called Elizabeth Cotton who was born in the 1890s, and she was 11 years old, and she wrote her most famous song. It's kind of a folk, or it's not kind of a folk song, it is a folk song. And a lot of guitar players play it, and I'm one of the guitar players that play it. Hey, could your guitar just up a hair, just a touch? Okay. Well, freight train, runs so fast. That freight train, it runs so fast. Please don't tell them which train I'm on. That way they won't know which route I'm going. When I'm dead and in my grave, no more good times do I crave. Place the stones at my head and my feet. Tell them all that I have gone to sleep. When I die, bury me deep down at the end of Old Chestnut Street. I can hear old number 9, she comes rolling right on by. Well, freight train, runs so fast. That freight train, it runs so fast. Please don't tell them which train I'm on. That way they won't know which route I'm going. Thank you very much.
Fancy pickin'. Let's hear it for Eric. That sounded great, Eric. Put your hands together for Mr. Chris Vaughan.
Thanks, folks. Thank you. So this past week, I didn't go into the restaurant because I've been having radiation treatments, and tomorrow is the last day. Yeah, I know. It makes you really tired. So I stayed home, played on the piano, wrote 3 or 4 songs, and this is one of them. I've been told by so many people, if you need help, you gotta pray to the Lord. I did what they said, many people. If you need help, you gotta pray to the Lord. I did what they said, and now I'm ahead, and my life has changed forevermore. I got down on my knees, he helped with all my needs, and he took away all of my pain. Now listen to me, and you will see how much better life will be. And so we'll change up the rhythm a little bit. I have one that's really rocking, but I'm afraid to play it here. I see the light coming from her bedroom window. She said she wasn't at home. I called her telephone a number of times, but it just rang and rang. I lost my mind. Well, the last time that we met, I knew that I could bet this love affair had gone astray. She said, we'll never part, but she broke my heart. The next day she drove away. I put my faith in one fair lady. I call my sweet baby. Well, the next time I'd be careful, find someone not so hurtful, a sweet and loving lady I'd call my baby. I saw the light coming from her bedroom window. She said she wasn't at home. I called her telephone a number of times. It just rang and rang till I lost my mind. Well, the last time that we met, I knew that I could bet this love affair had, oh, it gone astray. She said, we'll never part, but she broke my heart, and the next day she gone away. I put my faith in one fair lady, the one I call my sweet baby. Well, the next time I'd be careful, I find someone not so hurtful, a sweet and loving lady I call my lady.
Chris Vaughan, good work. That sounded great, Chris.
Yeah.
So you wrote 4 songs, and like 2 days. If I write 4 songs between now and when I'm 80, I'll be lucky. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our good friend Philip.
All right. I tell you in advance that these are kind of syrupy songs. Usually I do a cover and original, but these are 2 originals. The first one is a wedding song that I wrote for my older daughter. Probably wrote it about 14 years ago because her kid's 12, so that's about right. So here it goes. It's called My Baby's Getting Married Today. My baby's getting married today. There are words that I'm expected to say, like, to thine own self be true, to do to others as you'd have them do unto you. But I know that's all been said before. I could sing about sunrise, sunset, and how you get what you need, but may not want what you get. And she'd look at me wide-eyed and say, Dad, isn't there more? Da-da, da-da. Today my baby's getting wet. I cast my eyes to the heavens, I shook my fists and I pled. Always keep track of her and never turn your back on her, because parents, they're not always around. Shine your guiding light, the light that taught her wrong from right, because parents, well, we're not always around. But you can live love, give love, words we all heed, words we all need. There never was, there never will be a girl who fits the bill like she. And the groom, he understands just what kind of lucky man he'll be. My baby got married a couple hours ago, and there's just one thing you should know. As we hit this brand new season, bathed in faith and bathed in reason, with honey and apples, that's what your grandma said. Here's my heartfelt toast to you, Shehekianu, Vahilnonu, Vihigianu, Lazman Hazel. Live love, give love, all through your days, in so many ways. Now the bride and groom are one, racing toward a brand new sun and sky. And the roads they travel on will be paths to build upon and fly. Got married today. All right. So at that wedding, my niece, I have one brother and it's his only daughter, comes up to me and she goes, Uncle Philip, when I get married, I don't want you to get me a present. I just want you to write me a song. So I said, okay. 5 years later, she gets married, and I swear for 5 years, every week I'm fretting, what am I gonna write? What am I gonna write? Finally, it came together about 2 weeks before that, and I just heard a brass quintet play, and I asked my friend if we could get some instruments to make a brass quintet and a cello, and so this is her song, which is called Mr. and Mrs. Tonight. It's a glorious feeling when the stars align. Everything is alright. It's a new day, it's a new way. You're Mr. and Mrs. tonight. Mr. and Mrs., go ahead with those kisses. Let your love fill the hall. Mr. and Mrs., I'll tell you what this is. You're gonna have it all. Something borrowed, something blue. The bride looks amazing in white. Take this first dance for your lifelong romance. You're Mr. and Mrs. tonight. Well, all those good wishes as the champagne fizzes. Let those bubbles run deep. You'll be Mr. and Mrs. when you wake in the morning, and tonight when you go to sleep. Da 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 dum dum da 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 da. Well, your friends have traveled from all over the world, and as fast as the speed of light. You're no longer a boy, you're no longer a girl, you're Mr. and Mrs. tonight. Yes, your friends have traveled from all over the world, and as fast as the speed of light. You're no longer alone in this world that you roam, you're Mr. and Mrs. tonight. The king and the queen, the prince and the princess, they're all jealous of you, because they know what this means. They know that true bliss will follow whatever you do. So it's a glorious feeling when the stars align. The cards say the magic is right. It's a new day, it's a new way. You're Mr. and Mrs. tonight. Mr. and Mrs. tonight. Mr. and Mrs. tonight. Thank you.
Beautifully done, Philip. Thank you. That sounded great. Two really nice songs. That's a nice thing you do. All right, well then I'm gonna say, let us have a nice warm welcome for our good friend Randman.
We were ranging down to Reedy's house when first we heard the blow. Seemed to come from Ripper Rock so boldly for to go. And sure enough, that rusty tub could just be barely seen. As the stern was high up in the air, we made out the Athens Queen. Oh, the lovely Athens Queen. Me boys, I must remind you, there's a bottle left inside. So let us go and have a few and wait until low tide. And if the sea's not claimed her when the glasses are looking clean, we will then set forth some dories, lads, to see what we may see on the lovely Athens Queen. Some songs and old false stories then came out to pass the time, nor could a single bottle keep us all until low tide. And so it was before we left the house we were at sea. So we scarcely can remember how we made the Athens Queen. Oh, the lovely Athens Queen. Oh, the waves inside me belly were as high as those outside, and though I've never seasick, I lost dinner overside. 'Twas well there was no crew to save, for we'd have scared 'em green. We could scarcely keep ourselves from falling off the Athens Queen. Oh, the lovely Athens Queen. Well, Reedy, he goes straight below and he comes up with a cow. Hello, I says, now what would you be wanting with that now? Well, you never take a cow home in a dory on such sea. Well, all of a sudden he says, I always fancied fresh cream in my tea on the lovely Athens Queen. I headed for the galley then, as I was rather dry, and glad I was to get there quick, for what should I espy? Oh, what a shame it would have been for to lose it all at sea. 40 cases of the best Napoleon brandy ever seen on the lovely Athens Queen. Well, I loaded 20 cases, boy, then I headed for the shore. Unloaded them as quick as that, then pulled back for some more. Smithy was pulling for shore, but he could scarcely be seen underneath 200 chickens and a leather couch of green from the lovely Athens queen. Well, here's to all good salvagers, likewise to Ripper Rock, and to Napoleon brandy, of which now we have much stock. We eat a lot of chicken and sit on a couch of green, and we wait for Ripper Rock to claim another Athens queen. Oh, the lovely Athens queen. Saturday summers when I was a kid, we'd run to the schoolyard and here's what we did. We'd pick out the captains, we'd choose up the teams. It was always a measure of my self-esteem. The fastest and strongest played shortstop and first. The last one they picked were the worst. I never needed to ask in which field, I just took up my place in right field. Playing right field, it's easy, you know. You can be awkward and you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, watching the dandelions grow. Playing right field can be lonely and dull. Little League never had lefties that pull. I dreamed of the day they'd hit one my way. They never did, but still I would pray I'd make a fantastic catch on the run, and I'd not lose the ball in the sun. And then I'd awake from this long reverie, and I'd pray that the ball never came out to me. Playing right field, it's easy, you know. You can be awkward and you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, watching the dandelions grow. Playing off in the distance, the game's dragging on. There's strikes on the batter, some runners are on. I don't know the inning, I've forgotten the score. The whole team is yelling and I don't know what for. Suddenly everyone's looking at me. My mind has been wandering, oh, what could it be? They point to the sky and I look up above, and the baseball drops into my glove. Here in right field, it's important, you know. You gotta know how to catch, you gotta know how to throw. That's why I'm here in right field, watching the dandelions grow.
Randman, I love that song. That is really nice. All right, let's hear it one more time for Randy, folks. That was great. A great set. Good stuff. All right. Well, let's put our hands together for one of my favorite snowbirds, Walter.
You don't hear these too much unless you listen to Mexican music a lot, and that is a waltz. But this waltz is not just Walt's waltz, it's inspired by a group of folks that I perform for with another bunch of really very talented people at a veterans club up in Everett, Washington. And there's some people there that every time the waltz comes on, they get up and dance, and it's just been inspiring to watch these folks. I saw them last night at that club down the street. They were dancing together again. They looked at each other, their smiles were so sweet. You knew they were more than just friends. Their style made it clear that they'd done this before. Many steps, many nights, so many years. They glided together as they circled the floor. They danced, how they danced. They danced like the music never would end, and the band was on stage all lifelong. They twirled like lovers, stepped lightly like friends, and they lived the words of their song. Their feet stepped together in a style they both knew that they'd practiced so many times. The music was timeless, but they made it new as they danced. Oh, how they danced. They danced like the music never would end, and the band was on stage all week long. They twirled like lovers, stepped lightly like friends. They lived the words of their song. I saw them last night at that club down the street. They were dancing together again. As they looked at each other, their smiles were so sweet, and they danced, oh how they danced. Their style made it clear that they'd done this before. Many steps, many nights, so many years. They glided together as they circled the floor, and they danced, how they danced. They danced, oh how they danced. This next song shows what the problems are when you listen to the radio in your car and a song comes on that you think maybe you heard it a long time ago, maybe, kind of, sort of, so you look it up and it kind of gets in your head. And, some people run, some people crawl, some people don't even move at all. Some roads lead forward, some roads lead back. Some roads are bathed in light, some wrapped in fearful black. Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Some people never get, some never give. Some people never die and some never live. Some folks treat me mean, some treat me kind. Most folks just go their way, don't pay me any mind. Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Sometimes I'm satisfied, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes my face is cold, sometimes it's hot. Sunset I laugh, sunrise I cry. At midnight I'm in between and wondering why. Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go?
Hey, let's hear it for Walt one more time. That was really nice, Walt. Beautiful set.
The Pozo Seco Singers.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about them.
And Don Williams was a member of that group, and he left in 1971 and went on his country music career.
Yeah, cool stuff.
I love what you learn.
Bryan Fishkind, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. So often when you hear certain studies seem to suggest you probably run for the hills, right? Certain studies seem to suggest that sometimes relationships don't end the way they're supposed to, and certain people don't behave necessarily the way they're supposed to, and this is about that. The verse is probably the person who's not behaving how they're supposed to, and I think the chorus suggests that it's the little voice inside of his head trying to tell him to behave the right way. It's called Simple Song. Once again, a simple song. I can't believe I played it wrong, nor what nude beach she's dancing on, or why I never learned to swim, or how she fell for him in such a way. There's little left to say. Can't remember how or where we met, and that's sad because that's something lovers often laugh about. Seems like she was just right here, then she left, and then that's when chaos, clowns, and loneliness played out. God makes plans, you burn them all, you jump off of his train, you fall forever, never. But if by chance you land alive, embrace the truth behind the lies. You'll never forget her, but let her move on. So I guess I'll just get dressed, find some food, stay alive, pay those dudes to keep me safe and left alone. I wonder what cafe she's in and if she shares a plate with him, or if they ordered separately, and that's a sign. God makes plans, you burn them all, you jump off of his train, you fall forever and ever. And if by chance you land alive, embrace the truth behind the lies, you'll never forget her, but let her move on. You'll never forget her, but let her move on forever and ever, never, never. Thank you. This is an amicus. It's basically a 12-string that's tuned up to the 10th fret. Certain studies have shown that after you hear 2 songs after this, it's enough and too much frequency. So this Friday is March the 17th, and it's also the it would be the 100th birthday of my father. So Taylor Swift is also in town, and is Glen changing the name of her, what do they call it? The town to Swifttown or something? Swift City, okay. So I'm going to change this song with knowing I have the same license. This is called Papa O'Reilly. Out here in the fields, I fight for my meals. I get my back into my living. I don't need to fight to prove I'm right, and I don't need to be forgiven. No, no, no. Don't cry. Don't raise your eyes. It's only teenage wasteland. Sally, take my hand. We'll travel south cross land. Put out the fire. Don't look past my shoulder. The Exodus is here. The happy ones are near. Let's get together before we get much older. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland.
Bryan Fishkind, man, that sounded great. That was superb. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Another snowbird, but this guy's from Colorado, hence the name Colorado Joe, I would assume. Is that where you're from? Or
I'm from Long Island, but that was a
long time ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Colorado a long time. Anyway, thanks to Glen and thanks to Genesis Church and thanks to all these talented people that show up here. I always it's so intimidating. You got to get up here and just say, man, I might be the worst.
You do fine. Put your hands together for Joe.
Thank you. I ran across this old Bob Dylan song. I'm pretty sure Bob Dylan wrote it. You Ain't Going Nowhere, Clouds. Yeah. Okay, so I said, hey, got to try that once. Clouds are swift, rain won't lift, ceilings close, gates froze. Get your mind off winter time. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, she rides me high. Tomorrow's a day my bride's gonna come. Ooh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Buy me a flute, gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself with the roots. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, slides behind. Tomorrow's a day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. I don't care how many letters they sent. Morning came and morning went. Pack your money, put up your tent. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Ooh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his men supplied with sleep. We'll all climb up the hill and see after we get to it. Ooh-wee, she rides me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Down in the easy chair. Thank you. That's a really cool song to do with a bunch of other people. But okay, this is a song I wrote quite a while back. I'm probably like a lot of people. The first songs you write, why are they always sad songs? I'm not sure what that is, but this is called Questions Without Answers, and as somebody said up here on stage one time, if you're explaining, you're losing, so I'm not going to explain anything. Out the front door, winter biting at my feet. To the neighbors, my father's dying. Chaos, crying, horrifying. A young butcher's family died with him that night. Youngest son's asking, where'd he go? Reality, pain, sunk in slow. Questions without answers I've thought about so long. We march along in life till the struggle prompts a song. Every star has its place in the sky. Were we cast into our places that night my father died? Questions without answers. And so it hurts. His death that winter night, a shock to everyone. Sisters fought and brothers severed ties. Did it ruin lives, traumatize his daughters and his sons? Or was it just life's mystery in disguise? One becomes ambitious while another lost their way. Why am I so different from the rest of the family? Questions without answers surround that awful day. One brother's addiction and a sister's tortured past hurts to search for meaning in the way the die is cast. Questions without answers I've thought about so long. You march along with life and the struggle prompts a song. Every star has its place in the sky. Were we cast into our places that night my father died? Questions without answers. So it hurts. Questions without answers. And so it hurts. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Nicely done, Joe. Great set. Let's hear it one more time for Joe. Put your hands together for Brett.
Hey, hi. So I've got a couple tunes from when I was a young lad in the 70s, when I listened to songs on AM radio before I listened to Glen on FM radio. So got a couple of those songs here for you.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. And he always had some mighty fine wine, singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. If I were the king of the world, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd throw away away the cars and the bars and the wars, and make sweet love to you, singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. You know I love the ladies, I love to have my fun. I'm a high life flyer and a rainbow rider. I'm a straight shooting son of a gun. I said a straight shooting son of a gun, singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. One more time, joy to the world. All the boys and girls, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me, joy to you and me, joy to you and me.
Thank you. Thanks. All right. You'll know this one.
Summertime when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If her daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If her daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, do a ton or a ton of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and then lay by. We're not bad people, we're not dirty, we're not mean. We're not loving everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or sailing in the sea. We're always happy, life's for living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with me, da 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 dee. Yeah, we're happy, da 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 dee 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 da 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 da. When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle, wear your bright clothes, it'll soon be summertime. And we'll sing again, we'll go driving, or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends and we'll all go into town. In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got rhythm on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If her daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If her daddy's poor, take her dad out for a meal. Just do it. Speed along the lane, do a ton or a ton of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and then lay by. We're not bad people, we're not dirty, we're not mean. We love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or sailing in the sea. We're always happy, life's for living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Here we go, sing along with me, da 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 dee dee. Yeah, we're happy. Da 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 dee 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 da. Da 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 da.
Thank you.
Great job. Love those songs. Then I'm going to say, let's have a warm welcome for Millionth Street.
Thank you.
Waves crashing, the tide pulls out. It's an angry sea, but there is no doubt that the lighthouse will keep shining out to warn the lonely sailor. The lightning strikes and the wind cuts cold through the sailor's bones to the sailor's soul, till there's nothing left that he can hold except the rolling ocean. But I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. Ready for the storm. Oh, give me mercy for my dreams, 'cause every confrontation seems to tell me what it really means to be this lonely sailor. And when you take me by your side, you love me warm, you love me, and I should have realized I had no reason to be frightened. But I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. Distance, it is no real friend, and time will take its time. You will find that in the end, it brings you me, the lonely sailor. When the sky begins to clear and the sun it melts away my fears, I'll cry a silent, weary tear for those that need to love me. And I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. Ready for the storm. Ready for the storm. Ready for the storm.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks a bunch. Isn't that a fine song? I don't know why I brought two capos. I only need one. Sometimes I need two.
Sometimes he uses two.
What a fine guitar, Glen. Thanks for loaning him.
He didn't even break it. To see you again. I've been alone too many nights to think that you could come back again. I've heard you talk, she's crazy to stay, but this love hurts me so, I don't care what you say. And love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride when there's no one left to blame. But I'd give anything to see you again. If I could buy your love, I'd surely try, my friend. And if I could pray, you know my prayers would never end. But if you want me to beg, I'll fall down on my knees. I'd ask for you to come back. I'd be pleading for you to come back. I'd beg for you to come back to me. And love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride when there's no one but myself to blame. But I'd give anything to see you again. Yes, I'd give anything to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was just beautiful. Millionth Street, Janet and Bob. That sounded great. Wow, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboy Rex.
Okay, so Philip apologized for his sappy songs. Is he still here? No? Anyway, Philip apologized for his sappy songs. I make no such apology. I'm a big fan of sappy songs, and here's two of them. These are a couple of my tunes. I don't need no rock and roll, don't need a bag of gold, just need you always close to me, baby. Don't care if I write a book or paint a bubbling brook, just care if you're always close to me. 'Cause the world is mine all the time. You are near me and the sky above me, long as you still love me. Don't care if I change the world or have any other girl, just want you always close to me. This old world's in an awful way, but I'll get through another day, long as you're always close to me, baby. Won't have to run away to fight another day, if you are always close to me. 'Cause the world is fine all the time. You are near me and the sky above me, long as you still love me. I'll never change the world or have any other girl, long as you're always close to me, babe. Just want you always close to me. Thanks, guys.
beautiful. You are wonderful to me, and I will love you all my days. I will love you near or far, just as you are. And I know what love is, hearts beat true. I know what love is. Love is you. Love is you. You are beautiful. You are beautiful to me.
Cowboy Rex, ladies and gentlemen, that was beautiful. Man, what a great set. Thanks for bringing those songs. Folks, put your hands together for Mr. Greg LaCosse.
She got a 1 or 2 to tell you. She got the pots and pans to sell you. When you wake up early in the morning, look out your door and she'll be walking on the cobblestone road with the pots and pans, looking for romance with the money at hand. Cobblestone road with the heavy load. She got a little black cart with the wooden wheels. She wastes no time for the phony deals. Stays alive on a 50-cent meal. Makes no bargains on her automobile. Rather walk to save money, I guess. I can't touch her at all. Cobblestone road with the heavy load. She's been walking. She's been walking. Wonder if she's ever lonely. Wonder if she really cares. Wonder if that there's someone waiting to be at home with her, to be alone with her. She got a little black cape with a wooden she loves to tell. Stays alive on a 50-cent meal. Makes no bargains on her automobile. Rather walk to save money, I guess. I can't touch her at all. Cobblestone road with the heavy load. She's been walking. She's been walking. She got a word or 2 to tell you. She got some pots and pans to sell you. When you wake up early in the morning, look out your door and she'll be walking on the cobblestone road with the pots and pans, looking for romance with the money at hand. Cobblestone road with the heavy load. Cobblestone road with the heavy load. Thank you. That's actually a song I recorded on an album, of all things, in the mid-'70s, if you remember any of those things. Well, in case you've been watching the weather, there's a lot of snow up north and everywhere else, but thank God not here. And this is about a fella that I ran into one time up at a ski lodge, and it's the kind of fella you want to stay as far away from. See, he's got this bright yellow ski suit. It's got a racing stripe that runs up one leg over the head and down the other leg. He's got dual racing mirrors on the tips of his skis, 59 Cadillac fins on the rear. We refer to him as the super skier. And if you see him on the slopes, just stay as far away as possible. Now let me tell you about a man named Charlie who went skiing out in Colorado. Well, he went out one night, he never made it down. He's a skier who'll never return. Well, they called him Super Skier as he sat around the sun deck and he swore that he'd never take a spill. When they finally took him down, they had to use 3 toboggans to carry the pieces up the hill. Oh, did he ever return? No, he never returned. His fate, well, is still unlearned. Poor old Charlie, he may ski forever down the slopes of Aspen. He's a skier who'll never return. Well, he hollered, what the hell, as he lined them parallel. Figured there was nothing else to learn. He started on his way, he was shouting, Undale, assuming that he'd never have to turn. But he was going down that slope, doing 90 miles an hour when a mogul flipped him in the air. His jumping form was fine until he ran into that pine, and 2 one-legged skiers left from there. Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned. His fate, well, it's still unlearned. Poor old Charlie, he may ski forever down the slopes of Aspen. He's a skier who will never return. Well, the one ski headed north, the other headed west. You see, both of them, you see, were freer. And the folks up on Little Nell looked up, scared as hell. It's a bird. It's a plane. Hell no, it's Super Skier. Now the moral to my story, though my story can get kind of gory, for all you Sundeck skiers, there's still hope. Buy the fastest clothes you can, like that S9 yellow outfit, and talk skiing like a man. For God's sakes, don't ever let him get you on the slopes. Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned. His fate, well, it's still unlearned. Poor old Charlie, he may ski forever down the slopes of Flagstaff. He's a skier who'll never return. He's a skier who'll never return. Thank you. My dad used to tell me how when he was a little boy and he would lie in the living room floor, listen to the radio. Shows like Sam Spade, Mr. and Mrs. North, The Green Hornet, and of course, told me that all the characters in those shows would come to life in his mind just the way he wanted them to. So return with me now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. It's a summer afternoon somewhere in Kansas, Illinois or Oklahoma. blowing the leaves down into the gutters as the mailman drops on by. Afternoon, Mrs. Higgins. Is it hot enough for you? Over on Stone County Road, there's the smell of chicken frying. Henry, it's getting towards supper time, don't you know? Henry, there she calls from her second floor room, the end of a back porch afternoon, where the wind on the bow of our own man of war, no longer the back porch anymore. And we'd sail pulling for China, the pirates of Stone County Road, weathered and blown. And we'd sail ever in glory, till hungry and tired, the pirates of Stone County Road, we was headed for home. Henry, it's time to be getting up to bed now, don't you know? Henry, there she calls from her high wicker chair, as I climb to my room up the stairs, where the wind through the shutters bends the man so far from the bedpost to the shadows on the wall. And we'd sail pulling for China, the pirates of Stone County Road, weathered and blown. And we'd sail ever in glory, till hungry and tired, the pirates of Stone County Road, we was headed for home. Henry, are you up there, Henry? Henry, thank you. No, I'm not doing that one tonight. Sorry. Only got so much time. I promise next time. I think most people know that I grew up on the infamous Chicago South Side.
I knew Bad Leroy Brown, all three of them. It was a psychedelic rock band in the late 60s. And anyway, it's interesting. You were talking about putting the electronics in. My first guitar that I got in 1966 was a K archtop, and I couldn't afford electric guitar at that time, and I had a de-armand pickup on it. It was kind of interesting because archtop, you didn't put in the center, clamped back here, and you could slide it up and down here to get treble or bass on it. The thing still works. The guitar's hanging in my bedroom there as the wall hanging. The guitar doesn't play anymore, but the pickup still works. So. But this is an outfit that became a lot of infamy in Chicago. It's more on the north side. I was a south sider. Now, if you ever went to a place, there's really a beautiful city park, kind of like in Cano Park here. But if you ever went there, it was called Lincoln Park, and if you ever went there, you always made sure you park in their parking lot. Because if you parked anywhere else out in the streets, your car probably wouldn't be there. And what happened? You were succumbed to an outfit known as the Lincoln Park Towing Service. These guys would tow anything off the streets. I mean, three-wheeled wagons, U-Haul trailers. But they specialized in automobiles, and we reverently referred to them as the Lincoln Park Pirates. The street lamps are on in Chicago tonight, and the lovers are gazing at stars. The stores all are closing, and Daly is dozing. Louisy's out counting the cars. They got more cars than places to put them, he said, and I've got room for them all. So round them up, boys, well, I want some more toys. Hit the lot by the grocery store. To me way, hey, tow 'em away. The Lincoln Park Pirates are we. From Wilmette to Gary, there's none that's so hairy. Always collect our fee. To me way, hey, tow 'em away. We plunder the streets of your town. Be it Edsel or Chevy, there is no car too heavy. No one can make us shut down. Well, we break into cars when we've got to, with pickaxe and hammer and saw. And they said my garage got no license, but little care I for the law. All my drivers are friendly and courteous. Their good manners you always will get, for they all are recent graduates of the charm school in Joliet. To me way, hey, tow 'em away. The Lincoln Park Pirates are we. From Wilmette to Gary, there's no car too heavy. Always collect our fee. To me way, hey, tow 'em away. We plunder the streets of your town. Be it Edsel or Chevy, there is no car too heavy. When can make us shut down? And when all the cars are collected, and all of their fenders are ruined, then I'll tow all the boats that are in Benton Harbor to the Lincoln Park Lagoon. And when I've collected the ransom, and I've sunk all the ones that won't yield, then I'll tow all the planes that are blocking the runways at Midway, O'Hare, and Maysfield. To me way, hey, tow 'em away. The Lincoln Park Pirates are we. From Wilmette to Gary, there's none that's so hairy. Always collect our fee. To me way, hey, tow 'em away. Oh, you citizens, let's gather around. Well, I think it's enough, so let's call it bluff. Let's tow the bomb out of town. Thank you. Just one more? One song? Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm going to end with this one here. Thank you all for having me here. I learned a trick here, not to keep my flat picks in one pocket and my finger picks in the other one, and they don't get confused. You know, they talk about stepping on a Lego was so painful. You ever stepped on a metal finger pick in the middle of the night? No. And they never go back together right. Summer had held its breath too long. Winter looked the same as if it never had gone. Through an open window there no curtain hung. I saw you, I saw you coming back to me. One begins to read between the pages, but look, shape of sleepy music, and suddenly you're hooked. Through the rain upon the leaves, that kisses on the run. I saw you, I saw you coming back to me. You came to stay and live my way. Scatter my love like leaves in the wind. Always say you won't go away. That's the way it always has been. It always has been. Transparent dreams beneath an occasional sigh. Most of the time I just let it go by. And I wish that it hadn't begun. I saw you, I saw you coming back to me. Strolling the hills, overlooking the shore, realized that I've been here before. Shadow in the mist, couldn't have been anyone. I saw you, I saw you coming back to me. Small things like reasons were kept in a jar. Whatever happened to wishes that were wished in a star? Or was it just something I just made up for fun? I saw you, yes I saw you coming back to me.
Thank you.
Greg LaCosse, folks. What a beautiful set, Greg. Thank you so much. That sounded just great. Mark Nowicki, folks.
Not right. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's it. I'm not really sure what that was. It's just stuff I do in sort of C that time, I guess. As usual, I get a little blues sometimes. I don't feel blues, but I feel the blues, but I don't feel blue. And I start with something like a E flat minor 7th diminished 12th over 6.
That was smoky. I liked it. Way to go. You're one cool cat.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear it from Mark Nowicki. That was really, really nice. Annie Moscow, folks.
Thank you.
Was a boxer. He went to school at night, got 3 degrees and a good career to raise his family right. My mother, she worked in fashion. She led an independent life. She lived in New York City till she became his wife. They moved out to the country, to a place they could call their own. But the price they paid for those 4 walls was more than they could ever have known. And I think I understand you now. I never thought I would, but I think I understand you now. You did the best you could. They bought a house in New Jersey, a split with a panel den. The grass was greener in New Jersey, at least it seemed so then. There were the Little League games for 15 years. My mother never missed a game. She cooked us dinner every night, and it was never twice the same. She kept our house clean in New Jersey, the perfect suburban wife. Except for the time she would scream out loud, she'd say, God, I miss my life. And I think I understand you now. I never thought I would, but I think I understand you now. You did the best you could, and you were so far from perfect. And we kids knew it all, that you were so far from perfect. And we watched you take the fall. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And my CD release concert is going to be at the Nash. And I tell people most of my songs, especially my newer ones, lean more on the jazz side. And this one doesn't, but they mistakenly booked me on Mother's Day. So I'm like, okay, doing a song for my mom. So there you go. But here's another song I hope you like that is kind of jazzier, and this has been a favorite of a lot of people that like my music for years, so hope you like it. Don't want no husband, no boyfriend or mate. My heart's too young to fall in love and too old to wait. Don't want no 24/7, man, oh my, but I'll meet you for the weekend anytime at a bed and breakfast in New England. We'll walk around holding hands. I'll kiss you in the morning as we make our little plans. We'll have breakfast by the ocean, dinner by the bay. You can tell me that I'm beautiful, make love and go away. Oh, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Nothing lasts forever, and certainly not you. But we can pretend we'll never end for a day or two. So meet me by the ferry, I'll be there at 8. Oh, honey, pack a bag of sandwiches and don't be late for the bed and breakfast in New England. We'll walk around holding hands. I'll kiss you in the morning as we make our little plans. We'll have breakfast by the ocean, dinner by the bay. You can tell me that I'm beautiful, make love and go away. Everybody, la 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 di da di da, la di da di da, la di da di da di da. One more time, everyone. Di da di da di da, la di da di da, la di da di da di da. At a bed and breakfast in New England, we'll walk around on hands. I'll kiss you in the morning as we make our little plans. We'll have breakfast by the ocean, dinner by the bay. Then you can tell me that I'm beautiful, make love and go away. Oh, la di da di da di da. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Cowboy. Thank you, Glen. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Mark. What a nice piano. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Annie Moscow. That was really, really nice. What a great set. Thank you so much. Man, I love that. Folks, put your hands together for a guy that I love to see down here. It's Ryan.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So far this year, I haven't written a lot of songs, maybe only 3, and I've played those already, the last, I believe, and because I've been writing a lot of prose and poetry since the holidays, and that's mostly, but I'm going to try to put some new music together. But prose and poetry is what I've been putting on the channel most recently. Tonic Tones by Rohn, if anybody care to check it out. So I'm going to just fall back on something more familiar. It's an old Bob Dylan song. Was in another lifetime one of toil and blood. Blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. If I pass the
this way again. You can rest assured I'll always do my best for her. On that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and men who are fighting to be warm, come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Spoke between us, there was no risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place that's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. From exhaustion, buried in the hail, poisoned in the bushes, blown out on the trail, hunted like a crocodile, ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Turned around and she was standing there, silver bracelets on her wrist and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Something has been lost. I took too much for granted. I got my signals crossed. Just to think that it all began on an uneventful morn. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Walks on hard nails, the preacher rides a mount. Nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, he blows a feudal horn. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Babies wailing like a mourning dove. I've seen old men with broken teeth, stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Village, they gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation. She gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence and got repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. But I'm bound to cross the line. Beauty walks a razor's edge. Someday I'll make you mine. If I could only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, she said, I'll give you a shelter from the storm. Thank you. So yeah, this is a little more recent. This is an original. It's prose.
prose or poetry, I'm not really sure which. And this is among one of the sober ones that I wrote, so I think it's going to be all right. I did a little sharing when the last time I was up here a couple weeks ago. I know some of you were here. All right, it's called An Adventure is Born. The nails, they took so long to pry, saying goodbye to a bitter faith. The freedom of this emptiness I've been starving for, the freedom to fill it with what I choose and then give it away. The sun today is not my oppressor. I can smile at the irony, colors of ambiguity, the spice of life's necessary mystery. Let the pages turn, irregardless of my fingertips. The nails are out, the blood is dry. Hello to this goodbye. Oh, it's not quite over yet, but thank you. So long, winter of my soul, we drank the wine and the poetry rolled like chimney smoke. From the fire we stoked together. If I make it to September, I'll gather my praises with the fruits of my labor, laid into the night under the light of the autumn moon, the harvest moon. As for now, spring is creeping in and the uncertainty looms large in the extending daylight hours. I can allow the stillness as I require no promises from an unseen God or passing from a woman's lips. The uncertain certainty pulsates like a growing chill. Have I seen my last autumn, and never to know another winter's firewood and stone hearth? Cycles of rebirth, what of this may I take with me once I am taken from all this, departed from the earth? So love the chill, embrace the shiver of this uncertainty, and allow its cold fertility to join the warmth of blood streams within me, never again condemned by the burden of an absolute. An adventure is born today. Chirping birds compete and play, an instinct blind to fate's design, reflecting the nature of the divine, moves me as I am still one with the will of creation for a moment, blessed. Thank you.
Hey, let's hear it for Ryan. Thank you for bringing those, Ryan. Really nice. Great job tonight. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, buckaroos and buccarinas, put your hands together for Mark Bishop Evans.
This is an old song by Rod McEwen. I reheard it about 2 weeks ago and I went, oh my God, how did that song ever get out of favor with anybody? Walked alone. I hiked 100 highways, never found a home. Still in all I'm happy. The reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. There was a girl in Boston before the winter chill. We would go a-courting laugh away the dark clouds and cry away the snow. Seems like only yesterday is down the road I go. Yes, I have been a rover, and I have walked alone, hiked 100 highways, never found a home. Still in all I'm happy. The reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. There was a girl in Phoenix before the summer storm. Oh, her lips were tender, oh, her arms were warm. She could smile away the thunder and kiss away the rain. And even though she's gone away, you won't hear me complain, 'cause I have been a rover, I have walked alone, I hiked 100 highways, never found a home. Still in all I'm happy. The reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. Once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. Rod McEwen. So this one is one of mine. It actually has kind of a similar, not a similar story, but musically it's not that different. This is called By the River in the Vale. In a cottage in the meadow, the old singer, he lives alone. They say that he had family once that are all past or grown. And sometimes you'll hear music when you're walking on that trail. It happens most at twilight by the river in the vale. It was many years ago now that he walked into that vale, sitting by the river there in twilight soft and pale. Her smile, it took his breath away and warmed him to the core. From that moment on, his heart was hers forevermore. So they married in the springtime, soon they had a son. Then they had a daughter, and then another one. said they have love so deep to make the ocean stir. And every song the singer sang was another song for her. Well, it happened in the winter, as these things often do. A fever came and took her, and it almost took him too. But what saved him was the children who were still so young and frail. So they buried her at twilight by the river in the vale. Now alone he raised his children to be loving and be strong. They mostly knew their mother by the songs their daddy sung. Now they often come to visit him to listen to the tale of the lovers in the twilight by the river in the vale. And the sunshine on the meadow and a breeze among the trees. Hand in hand they walk the hills within his memories. They say that he's just waiting there to let his heart take sail, to join her in the twilight by the river in the vale. Now they say he haunts the meadow and plays his old guitar, singing songs he wrote for her beneath the moon and stars. And sometimes you'll hear music when you're walking on that trail. It happens most at twilight by the river in the vale. And the sunshine on the meadow and a breeze among the trees. Hand in hand they walk the hills within his memories. And they say he finished waiting and he let his heart take sail. And he joined her in the twilight by the river in the vale. Finally they're together by the river in the vale. Thank you.
Mark Bishop Evans, what a
Thank you so
beautiful
much.
set. Really nice stuff. Thank you for bringing those songs, Mark. That is the greatest sounding ugly guitar I have ever heard. Man. Could be the guy playing it. What do you think? Yeah, maybe. Put your hands together for George.
Spend my days with a woman and crime, smoking wild stuff and drinking all my wine. Made up my mind, make a new start, going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there, loving her eyes and flowers in her hair. I took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that they are all the same. The sea was red and the sky was gray. Wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. Mountains and the canyons started to tremble and shake. Children of the sun, they began to awake. Seemed like the wrath of the gods got a punch in the nose. It started to flow. I'm up and sinking. Throw me a line, I'll reach it in time. Meet you up there where the path runs straight and high. Find a queen without a king. Plays guitar, she cries and she sings. Ride a mare in the footsteps of dawn. Trying to find a woman who's never, never, never been born. Standing on a hill in a mountain of dreams, telling myself that not as hard as this seems. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like that. I want to do a Lyle Lovett song. It's called Bottomland. New Jersey lady I knew long ago, and she was a lady, I'd say. She met a cowboy who rode on the rodeo. He stole her heart straight away. New Jersey lady, she loved them so true. Another love she never had. Cowboys are lonesome, cowboys are blue, and they make the ladies so sad. Well, sing me a melody, sing me the blues. Walk through the bottomland without no shoes. The Brazos running scared, she heard the news. Walk through the bottomland without no shoes. New Jersey lady, he loved her too. And you know he tried to hold on. Rodeo life was a life that he knew, and he had to keep drifting along. She never married and never would, and all other people they'd say that New Jersey lady, she ain't no good, yeah, to follow a cowboy that way. Well, sing me a melody, sing me the blues. Walk through the bottomland without no shoes. Brazo is running scared, she heard the news. Walk through the bottomland without no shoes. Well, the ladies sing him to sleep in the night, and then in the morning he'd go. She loved the darkness and hated the night, along with that damn rodeo. The New Jersey lady, the day that he died, covered him up with clay. Feeling the wind in the night as she cried, she heard that old cowboy say, sing me a melody, sing me the blues. Walk through the bottomland without no shoes. Brazo is running scared, she heard the news. Walk through the bottomland without no shoes. And walk through the bottomland without no shoes. Thank you.
Wow, George, beautifully done. Beautifully done. Thank you so much. Man, that sounded great. Put your hands together for Mr. Kevin Brennan.
Baby, it's cold outside, out here in the rain. Sure looks warm inside through that window pane. I've been knocking on your front door and I've been waiting all night, now you know what for. It's cold outside, come on, let me in. What's that blue tick hound doing in my chair? Better throw that dog a bone, get him out of there. I've been walking since 3:45. I'm gonna keep on knocking till you open this door. It's cold outside, come on, let me in. Get a little loving in the oven, sugar pie in the pan. I know what you got cooking, babe, I'm a hungry man. If I did you wrong, let me make it right. I can say I'm sorry for the rest of my life. Talk about it all night long. You can open the door and let me see what's wrong. It's cold outside, come on, let me in. Get a little loving in the oven, sugar pie in the pan. Know what you got cooking, babe, I'm a hungry man. after dark. Throw the things off of this old door, keeping us apart. If I did you wrong, let me make it right. I can say I'm sorry for the rest of my life. We can talk about it all night long. You can open this door and let me see what's wrong. It's cold outside, Mom, let me in. Baby, it's cold outside, Mom, let me in. Thank you. Well, I'd like to bring up my sister now. Everybody, this is D Sprinkle. Sprinkle like in rain. Oh, you need a microphone.
I'm going to share yours.
Oh, you can have mine.
Blossoms still cling to the vine. I'll taste your strawberries. I'll drink your sweet wine. Apologies. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows may all fade away ere I forget all the joy that is mine today. I'll be a dandy and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table, I'll sleep in your clover. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Contented with yesterday's glory, I can't live on promises winter through spring. Today is my moment and now is my story. Who cares what tomorrow shall bring? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine.
A million tomorrows may all fade away ere I forget all the joy that is mine today.
Nice job, guys. Kevin and Dee. Sounded great, guys. Thank you so much.
It's good to be back here at the House of Blue Lights.
Yeah.
Somebody ought to write a song about that, huh?
They did. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Olyn, folks.
Okay. I'd like to thank Genesis Church and Gwen and Glen and my friend Cowboy for providing this. So I'll give them a hand. They do such an awesome job every Monday night. I haven't come here on a Monday night that it wasn't just absolutely awesome. You guys do a great job. Remember that alcohol and calculus don't mix, so don't drink and derive. Okay. All right. Anyway, I was going to do something else, but then I got a request for Listen to the Whistle Blow. This is a song that I wrote that's a tribute to the hobos that used to ride the rails across the country. And it goes like this. Oh, ho, ho. Just listen to that whistle blow. You don't know which way it's gonna go. Let's just stick around the people dressing exactly out of style. Stick around and mingle around with them a little while. Long enough to find out what it is that makes them smile, though they've been pushed down through the bottom of the pile. Oh, ho, ho. Just listen to that whistle blow. Don't you know it feels so good to go and listen to the click and clack of rolling down the track, watching as we're rolling on through towns of tumbled shacks. Locomotive work, let's feel that jerk pull out the slack. Oh, only time will tell if I'll be coming back. Oh, ho, ho. Just listening to that whistle blow. Don't you know it feels so good to go. Freewheeling feel of boxcar wheels, mostly a hobo knows the lifestyle of a traveler who hasn't any dough. Executives in offices and air-conditioned rows are so incarcerated they may never go. Oh, ho, ho. Just listen to that whistle blow. Even old hobos have places left to go. Listen to the whistle blow. Help me out. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I say don't. Don't let the devil drive. I said don't let the devil ride. 'Cause if you let him ride, he's gonna wanna drive. Don't let him ride, no. I said don't let him hold your hand, no. I said don't let him hold your hand. He gets a hold of your hand, he wanna join your band. Don't let him in. I say don't let him drive your car, no. I said don't let him drive your car. He gets to driving your car, he's gonna take you too far, then there you are. Oh, I said don't let him use your phone, no. I said don't let him use your phone. He gets to using your phone, he won't leave you alone, then wreck your home, yeah. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, Olyn, that was great, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing that.
How about a round of applause for Cowboy, Glen, and Glen?
Yeah, Cowboy.
Whether they all deserve it or not. Cowboy.
I deserve something, but I'm not sure it's applause. Let's, though, give some applause for Debbie. I'm so glad you're here tonight.
Thank you, thank you. I've been undecided. I think I'm going to read a piece that I don't know who wrote this. I just know that my copy is really old, and at the bottom it says, reproduced through the courtesy of Arizona Penny Saver, if you remember what that was. So, and I do remember what that was, but we have, so to speak, lost a lot of our friends and family in the recent years. And my mom and dad both passed away in the early 2000s, but if my dad were here, he would be just over 100 years old. And my mom was about, I think, 12 or 13 years younger than he was, so she would be in her 90s at this point. But we recently lost, and I'm a lot younger, don't do any other math, but we recently lost some of our good friends here in their late 80s and their 90s, and when I came across this, I was just thinking, what a different world. We think we're living in a different world from a few years ago, and what a different world. So this is called The Way We Were. I'll read this piece, and then I will attempt to do a piece of my own. The way we were in the 1930s. We were before television, before penicillin, the pill, polio shots, antibiotics, and Frisbees, before frozen food, nylon, Dacron, Xerox, Kinsey. We were before radar, fluorescent lights, credit cards, and ballpoint pens. For us, time-sharing meant togetherness, not computers. A chip meant a piece of wood, hardware meant hardware, and software wasn't even a word. In those days, bunnies were small rabbits, and rabbits were not Volkswagens. We were before Batman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Snoopy. Before DDT and vitamin pills, vodka, in the US, and the white wine craze, disposable diapers, Jeeps, and the Jefferson nickel, before Scotch tape, M&Ms, the automatic shift, and Lincoln Continentals. When we were in college, Cheerios, frozen orange juice, instant coffee, and McDonald's were unheard of. We thought fast food was what you ate during Lent. We were before FM radio, tape recorders, electric typewriters, word processors, Musk, electronic music, and disco dancing, and before pantyhose and drip dry clothes, before ice makers and dishwashers, clothes dryers, freezers, and electric blankets, before men wore long hair and earrings and women wore tuxedos. We got married first and then lived together. How quaint can you be? In our day, cigarette smoking was fashionable, grass was mowed, Coke was something you drank, and pot was something you smoked in. No, you cooked in. We were before coin vending machines, jet planes, helicopters, and interstate highways. In 1935, made in Japan meant junk, and the term making out referred to how you did on an exam. In our time, there were 5 and 10 cent stores where you could buy things for 5 and 10 cents. For just 1 nickel, you could ride the streetcar, make a phone call, buy a Coke, or buy enough stamps to mail 1 letter and 2 postcards. You could buy a new Chevy Coupe for $600, but who could afford that in 1935? Nobody. A pity, too, because gas was 11 cents a gallon. We were not before the difference between the sexes was discovered, but we were before sex changes. We just made do with what we had. And so it was in the 1930s. This is the way we were, and we loved it. Thank you. And I know that we loved our friends here that we've said goodbye to recently, and I just think of even any of us, we've just seen a lot, right? So something that my mom taught me was when you receive a gift, you write a thank you note for the gift. And you get that thank you note out before you use the gift. I didn't follow that 100%. But I am very thankful, and I think that's in great part due to her. So this next piece is called How to Say Thank You, and we'll see if I can make it through on my memory. It's a recent piece of my own. How to say thank you to the creator of the universe for health, for shelter, for sun and sand, for clouds and men. Yes, even men. Well, especially men. How to say that I am grateful to him who breathed life into me and will again when my earthly days meet their end. Who gives and takes away and gives again, who sees every end before we begin, who heals our hurts, dries our shirts, forgives our flirts, who picks us up when we writhe in the dirt of our own trippings and trappings, and those made by others, and both. How to say thank you to Almighty God when the financial provision suddenly stops and the bills are piling up and we feel we might, this time I might drop. And 7 days anon, a new job comes with hugs and smiles and chocolate that's Russian. When new friends are waiting for meeting and I feel it matters again, that my heart is beating in the world, in the West, in the USA, in Arizona, in my chest. Yes, that my heart is beating in my chest. Of ponderings and writings, there may be no end. But how to say thank you is simply clear. Depend. Be here. Surrendered, yet brave. And when we crave and rave or ride life's waves, to be fully transparent to Him. King of kings and Lord of lords, look up. He promises He will be meeting us in the air. So now that I've answered for myself how to say thank you, another question. How to be ready. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for bringing those, Deb. Very, very nice. And that first one brought back a whole lot of memories. Five and Dime and all that good stuff. Let's have a nice welcome for Tim.
Let's see. I don't really have anything new to play for tonight, so I'll just play something old and familiar, I think. But I keep changing these songs around a little bit. Keep adding new things to them, so it is sort of new, I guess. Keep changing my blues song around. Gonna play it. Playing the blues. Well, it is all over the news. There ain't nothing new. It's the same old tune. They call it playing the blues. They call it playing the blues. And the turnaround is the hardest time to keep your rhythm, and you might find you can bring it all home in time. You cannot always choose when playing the blues. You gotta take what you have and make it work for you. Make it all work for you. You gotta find that rhythm and rhyme, and maybe you will find you can bring it all home in time. It's all up to you when you are playing the blues. You gotta know what to use, and no one can tell you what to do. No one can tell you what to do. And if you don't want to lose your mind, you better know when to let it slide. Still bring it all home in time. Let it slide. It's all over the news, there ain't nothing new. It's the same old tune, they call it playing the blues. They call it playing the blues. And the turnaround is the hardest time. Keep your rhythm and you might find you can bring it all home in time. Thank you. This one requires the harmonica. Like a ship on the raging sea, have we lost our destiny? Round and round we go again. And it's the same old song, everyone's right and no one's wrong, until the very end. Divided, we cannot stand. Divided, we are not free. Divided, we have no plan. What is happening to you and to me? And like a fast train going nowhere, do we still care? And in the end, what will we show? Are we lost forever, never to return? Because we can't work together, when will we ever learn? Divided, we cannot stand. Divided, we are not free. Divided, we have no plan. What is happening to you and to me? Like a ship on the raging sea, have we lost our destiny? Round and round we go again. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it.
Bring some new songs the next time.
Good note to end on. Thank you. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Genesis Church. Travel safely, and we will see you next time. Thanks again. Thank you, guys.